Turning now to a truly classic aircraft, Fifi currently is the only flying Boeing B-29 Superfortress. You may have seen her at air shows, wowing the crowds, or recently on AMC's Better Call Saul.
But AOPA Live's Paul Harrop shows us for each moment in the spotlight, there are many more tedious times taking care of Fifi.
The grand dame of all warbirds. The mother of all airshow acts. The biggest, baddest show of air power is a bit high maintenance. No fussy complaints or outlandish demands, though. This old performer just has a lot of needs.
It's the normal wear and tear of the aircraft, tire changes, things of that nature, brake pucks have to be changed out. Every so often we have to do a cylinder change or a component change, but it's just normal day in and day out of maintenance, really.
But on an airframe that's approaching 80 years old, that takes a team of 3, led by Senior Crew Chief Rick Garvis. They work out of a hangar at Meacham Airport in Fort Worth.
We have an extensive pre-flight, post-flight, and weekly inspection that we do continuously on this airplane. If we're not flying it, then we're maintaining it.
They estimate that for every hour of flight, there are 300 man-hours of labor that go into keeping this airplane in top condition. Today, they're getting ready for one of their bigger challenges.
Maintaining her on the road. That's the most challenging. And technically, usually there's only one crew chief flight engineer on the airplane at a time. So it's a lot of bird for one guy to take care of.
But an ounce of prevention on this massive bird is a ton of work.
Every time we go on tour or come off tour, we'll audit the aircraft, basically pull everything out, look everything over, see if there's something that needs to be replaced, changed, or added, and then we'll restock it. That way we know exactly what's on the aircraft at all times.
Well, you've got to make sure that have everything that you need or you think you might need. That's kind of the key, is think you might need. Make sure everything that you take with you is actually serviceable and fits on this airplane.
And everything that goes has to go into Fifi. The big bomber turns into part cargo carrier with one or more of just about everything.
The aft bomb bay has become actually the maintenance bomb bay. We actually have a platform in the back where we actually store all our parts and pieces and actually from time to time work on stuff in there.
Don Thurston is an assistant crew chief. He's sorting through all the parts and pieces needed for the next tour. This really is a dream job for him.
Well, first off, I love turning wrenches on old machinery. That there's no electronics, there's no computers. So, and then the veterans, when you're out on tour and you see the guy come up to the airplane and he's like, yeah, that used to be my seat, and he's pointing to a gunner's window or the flight engineer seat. And you get to talk to them and find out, how they treated the airplane, what they went through.
It's very humbling when you get to talk to them and you see them having their special moment in the airplane.
All made possible through many hours of work by these dedicated A&Ps and dozens of Commemorative Air Force volunteers. In Fort Worth, Texas, Paul Harrop, AOPA Live.
Thanks, Paul. Fascinating old airplane. Fifi and her crew are getting ready to head out on this summer leg of the Air Power History Tour. If you'd like to catch a ride on the old girl, head to airpowersquadron.org to find out how.